Anybody see this video? It's the most recent like link. A bear broke into this man's house. And it's like he was ready. He been waiting on this bear. I'm not sure. I didn't really like
the Bear Killer 3000.
How doesn't know the gun, but it looks like an AR-15 M4 type thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
This guy is so prepared.
He's
he has a light on it.
Yeah, when he rounds the corner and that bear comes at him, he's like, bah, 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 bah. That's great.
And you know what he's doing there? After he shoots it, he's like assessing the kitchen damage. Where he's like, I guess I could tear that bit of grout and tile up.
How many tiles did I break? How many tiles do we have in the garage, honey?
Oh, damn.
Might not
Poor bear. Poor bear shouldn't have gone in.
I kind of felt bad for the bear, but the bear's in his house. So it's like,
of course, you got to kill a bear that's in your house. But even so,
gotta kill the bear.
I like bears, or I like black bears.
I'm gonna try to shoo him out.
You can shoo a black bear a bit.
For one thing, I don't want a dead bear in my fucking den. You know what I mean? Like if it's possible,
I want him dead in his den.
I can shoot him on the way in the yard.
Had a black bear encounter? Have you ever shoot a black bear?
Never shot one in the wild.
I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot the couple times I've been to the Smoky Mountains. They're like rats over there. They're fucking everywhere in the Smokies, all over the place. Like every single trash can is like locked with a padlock.
It's crazy. I've never seen them up there. Smoky Mountain was our go-to vacation spot. We'd hit up Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge and Dollywood and all that shit and rent a cabin and chill out up there for a weekend or two. And I've never seen one in the wild as far as I can remember.
Were you looking, like peeking around? Because they're all over the place.
I didn't go on a bear hunt or anything, but I just didn't see any around or anything like that.
Both times I've gone there, I've seen them on hikes.
My buddy had a house
I don't go for hikes.
Asheville, and every time we'd go hiking, we'd see them all the fucking time. But you just like clap loudly and they run away.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I went on a hiking trip in Yosemite. I've told this before, but that bears was the first day of the trip. We hadn't hiked anywhere yet. We were staying at a campground, and a bear came to the campground and stole somebody else's picnic basket. Nothing to do with us. But we saw it go down, and me and my friends and the campers and everyone were just clapping. This one woman had a pot, and she was banging the pot, and we're like, bad bear, bad bear. But the bear's posture, when he ran, I think we hurt its feelings. It was like, you guys are going way overboard. It was just some potato chips, and you could let me.
Have you seen the one of a guy who's on a deck, a patio? And there's a grill and stuff out there, and there's a camera recording him, and a bear climbed over the gate to get on the patio, and the guy just walks over and he opens the gate again, and he's like, out with you, get out of here. And the bear's like, well, I suppose. And
the bear hits him though.
It does give him a little hit, but it doesn't seem to draw blood. It was just an annoyance, fuck you.
Yeah.
I could have had treats.
Yeah, black bears definitely, most black bear encounters seem to be exactly what you guys are describing. I think it's the brown bears that they're going to maul you to death and eat you alive. Not maul you to death, eat you alive, because that's what they do.
What's the rhyme? If it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lay down. If it's white, good night.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, polar bears are not omnivorous like the rest of the bears, as far as I know. They're hyper carnivores. They're going to eat you.
Yeah, they don't care what kind of song and dance you're doing. They're gonna grab you and
I'm sure you've seen that video where the guy is in that plexiglass container and the polar bear is doing his best to open it like a can of tuna and eat him. It's clear the bear only wants to eat the man inside, and it's just trying to figure out how to make it happen. Those things are terrifying.
They're insanely fucking huge.
Yes.
I was at some natural history museum, I can't remember, and there was a taxidermized polar bear, and it looks like they made it up. You walk around the corner and see the thing, and you're like, you got to be fucking kidding! There's no way. The thing's bigger than a fucking car.
Yeah, I've seen those same kind of mock-ups where we've all seen grizzlies, and those things are fucking huge in their own right, and it's kind of the same difference between a black bear and a grizzly, about that same difference between a grizzly and a polar bear. And it's this thing is a monster. like an absolute monster. If they ever, we got to keep them north, boys. We can't let them
Grizzlies are
start
that
coming
much
down.
bigger than polar bears, huh?
They're like 4 feet, 3 feet taller or something. Like I feel like a polar bear is like 11 feet tall when it stands up, and a grizzly is like 8 feet tall, and then a black bear will be like 5 feet tall. Like not.
The polar bear is the
huge.
biggest bear.
Yeah, the polar bear is the biggest bear. They're great. 9876. Oh, okay. I guess black bears are a little bigger than that. I don't know what that intermediary bear is between the black bear and the grizzly bear.
That's a sun bear.
No, sun bears are black with the sun on their chest.
Yeah, you're right. I remember when
Maybe
the
that's like
Chinese
a
had those sun
Kodiak.
bears and when they stand up on their hind legs, it looks like a man wearing pants or like wearing a bear suit. There's like slack in its ass, like a fitting bear suit.
There's slack in its ass. I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Like wearing
because
pants
of
too big.
because of climate change, which of course we don't believe in here. The polar bears are losing their environment, and so they're slowly being pushed further and further south, and they're interbreeding with the grizzly bears, and they call them growler bears, I think, or something like that.
Shit,
a growler
man.
bear, yeah, it's a hybridized
like a liger
bear,
Yeah.
like a liger, but naturally occurring.
Well, not as weird as a liger. Yeah.
I don't think ligers are fertile. Like I think once you create that, it's like it is
Like
the same thing with
Yeah.
mules.
Zonkies and mules. Yeah.
But I think when a polar bear and a grizzly make a growler, it is fertile. I think that's the deal. I think it's something about. I watched the whole thing about this, but anyway, the growler bear is the future. This hybridized
female ligers
gigantic.
can be fertile,
Okay,
and they can reproduce with lions or tigers.
Growler's a shit name. I feel like we could brainstorm for 5 seconds and come up with a better name for that bear.
Pizzly. Some people call them pizzlies.
That's too cute. Undersells the process.
No, it's a pizzly.
Which is a Pizzly bear. Yeah.
12 feet tall, 1,800 pounds of murder. Yeah, those things are scary, but like I always go back to those depictions of the short-faced bear, those short-faced cave bear that like mammoths over the polar bear those coexisted with humans around the Bering Strait area. So when the group of the migration from Russia and Eurasia that came over originally when that Bering Strait was all frozen up, they had to contend with the short-faced bear going across the Bering Land Bridge and trying to make themselves toward Canada and the Pacific Northwest. See if you can find a depiction of how big that thing is, Zach. It's like a monster from a Star Wars movie.
What's
or
it
something.
called again? Did you say?
Short-faced cave bear.
Yeah. And I think we hunted them to extinction.
Nice.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
big up
impressive.
humans.
Every
And then
once in a while,
we're
it's worth
melting
it.
the ice caps, getting those polar bears taken care of. Let's get rid of all bears. Pandas next.
Yeah, a lot of the megafauna, it's presumed that we hunted to extinction. There was this species of armadillo whose shells were large enough that humans made them into dwellings. It was like TP-sized, like armadillo shells, and we just killed them all for their shells to live in, and there were no more. And then
I'm
mammoths.
changing my answer. The cave bear is the largest animal I could fight.
There you go. That's what I wanted to show. Look at that. Like, can you imagine like 12 of us with spears having to contend with that, and it's mad?
Dude, I'll
And you
pick
know what?
berries.
It's not going to help. Is I'm not going to be
Get him!
helpful until someone else goes in.
I'm not
At
going
all.
in first. I'm going to be the addle guy. I'm fucking slinging, fucking throwing rocks or something.
I'm gonna be like that one, like nose ringed guy in 300, where he's like, the men in front yelled forward, and I would let everybody else run forward, and then I would pretend to help, because there's no way 12 people could take this unless
did,
they're
though.
like ancient icemen who are so much tougher than us. It's borderline unfathomable.
Dude, every generation before us was tougher, right? Like every time you go back 50 years, the men
Yeah,
are
we're
tougher.
gay as hell, dude.
We're the weakest, most effeminate like men in human history for sure. Like this generation, and it just keeps going that way because the world gets softer and easier every generation. You go
I
back.
don't know. France had a couple
Dude,
generations.
you go back
in,
to
like, the
those boys
Renaissance.
you go back to those guys in Band of Brothers. Those were some hard motherfucking men. All right. But you go back 100 years before them, they were harder. You go back to short-faced cave bear times, those were some bad motherfuckers. They were like, look, cave bear scat. let's go. Like they were pumped when they saw cave bear shit. Like those guys they knew if they got a cave bear skull, they'd get pussy for life.
Yeah, dude, I like your theory that it gets tougher the further you go. The people get tougher the further you go back. Like, imagine some like guy from 1860s France encountering like a Roman legionary. He'd be like, "What a brute!" And he'd be like, "Had to cut me fucking toe off, nasty stub." And then like everybody now
British
we are
Roman guy.
lame and gay compared to them. Man, makes you wonder what the future's like.
Like, oh,
You make a good point because I want to see how tough kangaroos really are.
I'm convinced I could kick a kangaroo's ass.
I think you could too. I think it's overrated.
Yeah.
Oh no, you don't understand. They stand on their tail and they kick you. Dude, I'm a trained fight watcher. I could see that coming.
I would choke that kangaroo to death.
He's got those
I have no fear of a
talons.
kangaroo. He'd scratch me up, I guess. Like, can I wear 2 shirts? Then I'm good.
You can't
Like,
wear
I'm
any
just-
shirts. You're fighting in the UFC.
We're naked? Oh my
No,
God.
you're wearing like Spanx or whatever the fuck they wear in there.
Shit. I think you can wear can the men wear like a rash guard? I mean, no one does, but is it against the rules?
It's a good question. I don't know the answer. The women do.
Huh. I'm going to check that out.
No, but they have big talons. I'd tear right through your shirts. Fuck you up. All it takes is one little misplay. And then you're fucking William Wallace.
You
Those
can.
guts spilling out.
Dude, you
Actually,
give
how big are their
kangaroos
nails?
way too much credit. I
Oh, wait. Bad Google.
So
Yeah,
they're
these-
basically just giant rats.
there's not an herbivore on the planet I can't fuck.
A
up.
giant rat would destroy you
How big?
immensely.
How big is giant?
200 pounds?
Oh, I was thinking ROUSs because I can take an ROUS, but 200 pounds is
A man-sized rat, a 200-pound rat.
a rodent of unusual size.
It's gonna
You've
bite.
seen Princess Bride, right?
Yes, I have seen that one.
Okay.
I have.
They're
I've seen
220
Princess
pounds.
Bride.
Don't you
You
feel
get my
I've seen-
ROUS reference, and it upset me.
I've seen
I got it.
so many
I
movies.
knew immediately.
Yeah,
Dude, there's the swamp with little fire bursts. They're hardly an
The
inconvenience.
fire swamps.
Now that we know the trick, they make a noise first.
My
Yeah, these are-
question,
these
which
are
has
sharp balance.
divided so many friend groups, is what animal do you honestly and frankly believe? What is the upper tier of animal you
Wolf.
think you could take on in a fight? Wolf? You're going wolf?
I think I'd take a timber wolf on. I think I'd kill it. I think it'd chew me up, but I think I'd kill it. I think any dog I can beat, except for those big like mastiffs and like XL bullies. I think I could like take a German Shepherd, no problem. A Malinois, no problem. I mean, when I say no problem, what I mean is I would win and they would get stitched up. I think they would fuck me up pretty good, but I think I could take them. I really do. A deer for sure, like a white-tailed deer.
Oh, yeah.
My dad got
Largest
arrested.
animal I could beat. This is on land.
Yes.
Yeah.
A blue
Yeah.
whale.
Unless you want it to be. On water.
You
No,
fucking
it has to be a
asshole.
terrestrial animal. And I know we've.
No,
we've
you're
spoken
making more
about that.
rules. I had a blue whale in Missouri. I'm gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
Some people lose
Fuck
fights
you.
to bull sharks in Missouri.
Oh, what are you
apparently.
thirsty? I'm not even tired yet. He's like, punching his eye.
Rolls into you, kills you, you lose.
How'd that plan work out for you, Woody?
That's basically me saying, like, yeah, I could beat up 3 school buses if they're out of gas. And I'm just running around being like, ha, 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 just fucking my hands up.
Windows were made to pop out.
I'd beat the shit out of Mike Tyson if he was on chemotherapy.
Yeah. I could take Bruce Willis now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not nice.
I pop
Yeah.
him in the face and he's like, what happened? And I'm like, who's to say? Pop him again. He doesn't
I
know
got
what's
a really
up.
bad headache. Who are you? Pop him
He's
again.
nonverbal now.
Yeah, he wouldn't say anything. You get away with it.
Yeah, he wouldn't say a word. He would keep you secret.